some of the QR code readers that are available, as I mentioned, VTag is one. The one that is most pre-installed in Japan is iNico. ScanLife, I mentioned. And then for the iPhone, there's OptiScan, QuickMark, and ScanLife, I think, also works very well. There's a number of them up top that also work very well on the iPhone. So a lot of them have different, can be used on either an iPhone or a Droid or whatever. And then some of the other ones that are available that are less known, Mobile Tag. Good. In closing, why use QR codes? It's basically what I said before. If you don't, your competition will. And it's not the answer to everything, but it's certainly in its infancy stage as we know it, and it's definitely worth trying. So, and I'm going to paraphrase Jeff Utek here. So there you have it. Remember, you heard it here first. 2011, you're going to see these things everywhere, so be ready for them. And for once, let's embrace the technology as it emerges and not squash it because we don't understand how it applies to maybe our business or something else. Be creative, have some fun, and let's see where it takes us.
Thank you, Paul.
Norm!
Perfect timing. I didn't mean to shut it down. I apologize.
Ken wasn't kidding.
You could have done that better.
Everybody gets their money back.
Who wants to leave and see what Paul was?
If we have any other questions for Ken or myself regarding what you learned today?
I like the way you handle the topic because it's not an all or nothing proposition. You're sending out the tag, but you're also sending out a URL and a link. And I like that part of the way you deal with things. That you don't just say, well, we're just doing this, or we're just doing that. You can use it in conjunction with other ways of reaching people. And I think that's a really important point that you made.
Thank you. Yes.
I liked your campaign because you actually took your QR code and tied it into a dashboard, and you quantified your results from that. And do you do that at AI? You do the dashboards?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, when we do any type of personalized URL campaigns, the dashboard is part of that because it helps you track your results. You can actually download that information into a CSV file and put it into your CRM program and keep it for forever. Yes?
I'm almost hesitant to ask this question, but what automatically comes to me if I don't think about this hard enough is what's the difference between a UPC label and a QR code? With the little lines, gives the price and all that.
Certainly there is a difference. And I think that, with QR codes, you see them on commercials where, there's certain logistics companies that, they track certain things through their warehouse, not only utilizing barcodes, but now utilizing QR codes. So they can,
What's the advantage?
well, I think that you certainly can be a lot more creative with QR codes in what you can do. And you do have to have usually a barcode scanner if you're scanning barcodes, where with QR codes, you can use your smartphone. So you don't have to have a special device that is made just for scanning barcodes. Yes?
The amount of information too, because it's too big,
Right.
so it's layered. The barcode is just one. So it's what he told you on his phone, you couldn't do that with a single bar. It couldn't hold all that information.
Yes.
How do you manage your lunch?
As I mentioned earlier, you can go on a ScanLife and you can create some of your own, and they're free. There are some limitations to what you can and can't do with creating them. If you have a more complex one and you need us to do it as part of a campaign, we certainly will do that. The only thing we need is the URL or, the final driving device, if you will, whether it's a video or, a movie clip or whatever it might be. Yes?
If we just wanted to get around to like Scanlife and put one like on like the back of the business card, and just have it linked to our website for whatever the business is that possible?
Yes.
Scanlife?
Absolutely.
Just something simple, just to have the QR code just go directly to our business's website.
It will ask you, what you want to use it for, and then it'll ask you for the URL, and you can just put in the URL for your website, and it'll create the QR code for that. You can print that out, and then when people scan that QR code, it will take them directly to
And then with the smartphone, are they only able to read it off paper? Or they can read it
No.
off of, like, right now you have it on the screen. Some reporters don't have to and scan it right off the screen.
Before we started, Ken actually scanned the several QR codes from the screen. You can put them on billboards. Although I wouldn't recommend you try to scan something on a billboard when you're driving down 95. But, you can scan them off computer screens. I mean, necessarily, there's no reason to do that if you're on a computer already.
But there's
But,
really no limitation if you're out there.
no, we've actually,
Your scanner, probably. Like certain scanners, I'm sure, because like I have trouble scanning certain barcodes just because they're not good barcodes. You know what I mean?
what kind of phone?
I have a Droid, so
Okay.
I think the limitation is your scanner on
And
its readability versus the.
What are you using
barcode.
on the Droid?
On-
Because I had a problem with a couple of the applications, and then just got recently QuickMark, and that's been working beautifully ever since.
Yes.
So if you scan something and you want it to go to, say, like a special offer or a coupon, does that have to be built, say, into your website? Or, I mean, I don't really understand where it can go if you don't want it to go just to your webpage.
You could build a special page,
you have to
on
build
your
a special
website if you wanted to, and it would just direct people there.
Okay.
And then while they're there, instead of just getting that coupon, they can learn more about your
Right.
company. So it makes sense to, direct them to a specific
Right.
page and then give them the opportunity to find out more about your
And
company.
then can that special page, I guess, you can make it so it's just access through the QR code, not just by going on the website. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, sure, why
This
not?
is programming.
So when someone scans your code on your business card and it just shows your contact information, is that part of?
No, it actually brings up a prompt for you to click on that prompt, and it will download my contact information into your contacts.
So how does that work? I don't understand.
It's all built in. So the next time you go to your contacts, all my contact information will be there. So it's not like my contact information will show up on the screen
Okay.
when you click the QR
So
code.
it's something that's in the code that says, okay, put all that information in the phone.
Exactly.
Okay, got it.